Excuse me.
My controller better stop acting up.
Let's see what this white my boy Iris doing.
Bruh, my thing keeps going up. Like, why are you doing that?
I'm trying to play some games when they fixed it.
Controller acting stupid.
Please leave your message.
Damn!
Hello?
This nigga White Wonder. This nigga going down the block like an asshole knowing the block is closed. Like, niggas do dumb shit every day, bro. I gotta go upstairs 2 seconds. I'm so mad.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Oh yeah, all you need is a jean jacket. Whoa, wait.
Let's go! 30 base. Touchdown, travel. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Taylor, flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the...
Why the fuck y'all so quiet?
Second down.
Been even calling it forever. But what Dez do? Well, I mean, how do you go from 4th to
Dez don't know so did not play now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one's going to go...
I've been calling Farrell for the last hour. Got nothing from him.
Do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's crazy.
Taylor gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Here's Taylor. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This time Taylor a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
8 read. Hey, lock it.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting...
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Dexter Lawrence, and that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage of the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind it, and he listened to her.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now this throw caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ito Smith, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Taylor. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Taylor. He finds Riddick complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's Taylor. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Like
Come on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st and 10. Ford. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Down, 30 base.
From the gun, Ford. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Ford. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. Take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. This is caught, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Come on, QB, come on. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let it go. Hit it.
To throw on third down. Ford. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Play action, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A give to Smith out of the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it again with Smith. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They go play action with Taylor. Now he'll go deep down the... This is caught inside the 15. Give them 32 on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Touchdown, Packers! Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back to throw. Ford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Now Leonard Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
80 weapons, 70, Indy. Get in the weight room. What's that?
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
His throw caught right around the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now he's flushed out left. He can run for fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out here in the eye. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 31-yard line.
Mine's 59. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, it's Smith.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action, now Taylor. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. They go play action now, Taylor. And this one complete to Smith. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Taylor to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were under pressure. They got him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. On second down, here's Taylor. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On third down, they go with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now Taylor, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.